Ooh. Oh my god, and there's Sasha's family too. Spawn of the devil whore. Cap the Before we get into this video, you all deserve a round of applause. Give it to yourselves. Come on. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. We did it, everyone. We made it to the end of Season 4. Part 1, actually, of Attack on Titan. I have a couple of things I want to talk about really quickly before we dive into this commentary. Even though I'm sure most of you have already heard, I just wanted to confirm that there will be a Season 4 Part 2 premiering in winter of 2022, which of course means December of 2021 to like March of 2022. So in that frame, it's probably going to air later December, kind of like it did this time, or it's going to start in January at some point. Regardless, it's going to be happening in about a year's time. That's really exciting. I know a lot of people were worried, including myself, about whether or not there'd be movies or whatever, but it's really nice to know that there's going to be a second part to Season 4, which has been absolutely phenomenal up until this point. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention before we dive into the rest of this commentary is what the channel is going to be doing after Attack on Titan. There have been so many people who are just so worried and think I'm just gonna die or something, I guess. Attack on Titan doesn't exist, so clearly Jake has no use. I get it. But at the end of the day, I will be making a lot of more content. I've wanted to for so long, but unfortunately, it's just one of those things where life gets in the way so often. Like, my life is just one giant bruh moment, to be frank, where so much, like, you know, this series of unfortunate events just continually and perpetually happens, and it's like, oh, I might have some sort of happiness, and nope, life just says nope to me. All of that being said, though, I do fully intend to keep doing the channel, at least for a little bit, and I do think that I have so many good ideas, and I think that you guys will really enjoy. So consider sticking with me on the channel for the foreseeable future. I will still be doing some Attack on Titan content here and there. I would expect at least every week or every other week for a nice AOT video to get into your sub box, because I have a lot of plans and really big banger videos that I have planned that I've been thinking about for some time. So regardless, I do appreciate everyone supporting these commentary videos through Season 4. It's been such an awesome transition from my old stuff. I'm so happy that so many of you gave new stuff a chance, like you know, whenever I did try new stuff. And yeah, I mean, expect a lot of new experimental fun stuff coming to the channel. I really hoped that we would get to kind of the 100K mark or even far past it during AOT, but I think the big reason we didn't is just because I didn't upload enough and I didn't make enough new content. I feel like we could have easily blitzed by so many milestones at this point if I just made new content while doing the AOT stuff, and I just didn't do that. That was my bad as a creative. And you know, I have all these ideas and it's my responsibility to just execute on them, but hopefully I will start doing that very shortly. I think you guys will see a pretty quick turnaround after this video is posted for new stuff, so be patient, and thank you for understanding. And now we have one more episode to close it out, so let's dive in to episode 16 of Season 4. Oh, was that was that the Levi and Zeke explosion? Oh, a thunder spear. Yep, that's what Hanji and the squad just heard. Oh boy. Oh, Zeke. Yeah, see, he's gonna be fine. It's just his lower half. Who cares? So he's obviously still alive. Well, oh, that might be a problem, actually. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. What is happening on the screen right now? Okay, what? You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Attack on Titan, please. There's only one episode left, and they were like, nah, we have to traumatize our viewers just one more time, baby. Here we go. That's right, yeah, everyone who drank the wine, too, also, which is pretty much all of the MPs, people like Pixis and High Command. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're using the colored armbands to see who's who. There we go. And that was the damning line right there. Oh, here we go. I mean, we obviously learned that last episode, but it's being revealed to Pixis here that the euthanization plan is the real goal. Oh my god, could you imagine? Armin would kill so many people. Yeah, exactly. He would just blow everything to bits. That's right. I forgot that happened. Damn. And what must Mikasa be thinking, too, with all this going on? Yeah, this is obviously the stance of all of the Jaegerists before the next... Okay, there's Yelena introducing herself before we go into the next scene. That's the stance of all, like, the Jaegerists. And by Jaegerists, I mean viewers who side with Eren. Not the actual Jaegerists in the show. I think that's a lot of people's perspective, and who knows, they're probably manga readers who are just spoiling it for all of us anime-onlys, but they're... which is most likely because AOT fans are themselves and awful. But anyway, I think there's this standpoint where it's like, oh, you just can't see the forest through the trees. Like, Eren is clearly still cares about them, is just saying those things, and et cetera, whatever the case may be. He's trying to, like, protect them in a weird way. But you also, regardless of that fact, you cannot blame Connie, Jean, you cannot blame the scouts for thinking he's a piece of shit. And I certainly think he is more of a piece of shit than not. Like, even if he has an end goal, hurting Mikasa in that way and beating the shit out of Armin, you can't just sit there and cheer that on. Like, I don't know, like, what are you talking about, you know? So even if he has some sort of end goal, etc. in mind, I mean, I can't stand by his actions, you know what I mean? There's just no way I can do that. You know, having so much sympathy for Armin and Mikasa and siding, you know, they're trying to do what's right when Eren just seemingly has his own agenda. He has in his brain, he's like, oh, this is what's right and this is what I should do. But at the end of the day, you know, people like Armin and Mikasa are considering other people's feelings, trying to make the world a better place in a more mutual and, like, harmonious way, when Eren is like, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people to make the world great. And, you know, so I don't know. You have to deal with all these different philosophies and perspectives, but I think Eren is just too violent of a philosophy, you know what I mean, and from what I see. Pretty much. I mean, I don't really see too many flaws. Yep. Yep. The Jaegerists and Zeke's troop are in control for sure. Damn. Damn, you snitch. I like how Niccolo is staying loyal to our crew. I really appreciate that. Ooh, oh my god, you talking shit about Sasha now, boy? Ooh. Oh my god, and there's Sasha's family, too. Spawn of the devil whore. Captain. Thank you. Was that Yelena? Yelena. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Oh, well, there it is. She's talking about the euthanization plan. Okay, she's telling him about everything. I was gonna say, like, the interesting thing here is with Yelena and all these other people, I mean, our crew, right? I mean, you know, rightfully so, assume that their problem is just the classic problem that everyone else has, like that guy who was just, oh, you're devil spawn, dirty devils, we're gonna kill you, blah, 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 blah. But Yelena understands Zeke's perspective, and I mean, just has that perspective as a whole, where it's like, it's not blatant racism and prejudice, that's not what drives us. It's a genuine desire to, like, try and, whether or not you agree with their perspective, their goal and intention is to rid the world of, you know, it isn't, well, it's more of a pure intent, I guess is the best way to phrase it. I'm trying to, like, word it best, but I guess that's the best way to phrase it, right? It's, like, more of a pure intention behind their actions, rather than that Marleyan was like, oh, you're the devil spawn, fuck that devil whore, this and that, and he's just going off because he hates Eldians and is racist, whereas Yelena is, like, trying to make it apparent, like, oh, we don't hate you because of your race and something as primitive and juvenile as that. You know, we actually do have this genuine desire to euthanize Eldians for a better purpose. And again, like, euthanization is still euthanization, so it's like, again, you could argue the validity in their actions all day and be like, okay, that's still very shitty, etc., of course, but the intent is not as stupid as, you're an Eldian, I want you to die, like that guy displayed. So, you know, it's just interesting to see that perspective. Oh, that would actually be a good peak! Woo! Oh, look at that man slide in the back. Oh, poor guy. Oh, boy. Our girl Peek's got the gun on him, but let's be real. She can't kill Eren. Like, I'm not even... The tension isn't exactly there in that scene for me, because it's not like she can kill Eren. Like, the entire reason they're going is to retake the Founding Titan in the first place, right? So Peek is here. I don't know how far behind the other... Obviously, we saw Peek has been here for quite a while. We don't know how far behind the rest of the Marleyans are. If Peek is a sign of things to come, in the sense of, like, you know, Reiner, you know, and Galliard, and, like, Marleyan forces are just waiting in the wings somewhere or whatever. but their entire purpose of coming to this island is to retake the founding titan again and reclaim, etc., etc. So it's not like she can actually kill Eren. Eren still has all the cards in this situation. So there's not as much tension in this scene as I think they're trying to set it up, for me at least. But it was so, oh my god, Pete stabbing that guy and just watching him slide was so bad. But I love it. I love it. Hands out of your pockets, please.